If you're watching this, you're probably deep in the diaper rabbit hole. You've seen the endless brands, the greenwashed marketing, the conflicting advice. Maybe you've even made spreadsheets trying to figure it all out. It seems like all parents are chasing the same thing, the healthiest diaper. The safest, the most eco-friendly. But after months of testing leaks and frustration, I realized something no one's talking about. What if the real answer isn't a diaper at all? I'm not saying to go diaperless, that unfortunately doesn't work in most climates. But this question changed everything for me, and by the end of this video, it'll change everything for you too. So let's start with what I landed on for daytime, and that is a modern cloth diaper. Now, before you click away thinking about the intense scrubbing, the boiling water, the constant battle against leaks and mess that maybe our parents or grandparents faced, hear me out. The diapers we have today are completely different. They are designed to avoid that old school burden. Modern cloth diapers come with features like easy Velcro or snap closures, leak-proof wool covers, and highly absorbent inserts. And when you fit them right, they actually become more leak-proof than the disposables. And yes, the poop, the washing, the fear of it all. Trust me, even though I was all in for the cloth diapers from the very beginning, these questions still lingered in my mind. But here is the reality. You are supposed to dump the poop into the toilet from the disposables as well. Most people just don't. With cloth, you create a routine. For me, it was a quick pre-wash and a main hot wash with my non-toxic detergent and white vinegar as a softener. Done. Nothing extra special. No soaking, no endless scrubbing, no boiling rituals, just rhythm. And the benefits? The leaks during the day were super rare, our son never had a diaper rash, and we actually saved quite a bit of money. But then came night. Now, let's be honest, expecting a cloth diaper to survive 10 to 12 hours overnight without leaking is a bit of a fantasy. I tried boosters, doublers, special night wool covers, and I still ended up with wet sheets at 3 a.m. And changing a cloth diaper 3 times a night when you're already completely sleep deprived, I just wasn't gonna do that. So I started hunting for one safe, reliable disposable, just for the night. And that's when I hit the wall. So when you're walking down the diaper aisle in a supermarket, you see all these words like eco-friendly or nature-inspired. It's a minefield of misleading claims. Let's talk about bamboo, for example. It sounds eco-friendly, gentle, biodegradable, all that stuff. But here's the truth. To turn bamboo into the soft diaper fabric, it has to be processed with carbon disulfide, which is a known neurotoxin and a reproductive hazard. And the end product of this process is rayon or viscose, which is not actually bamboo anymore. And on top of all this, it doesn't actually biodegrade in landfills. It's another classic example of health washing. And even beyond the bamboo stuff, when I was doing the research, I uncovered some other disturbing trends. For example, companies are putting fragrances into the diapers, which are hormone-disrupting phthalates. Then you have lotions, which are loaded with petroleum derivatives. And finally, there's the bleaching, which is a process that creates dioxins, which you don't want. Now, even though some brands are labeling their products chlorine-free, what the ECF label actually means is elemental chlorine-free. So they're not really chlorine-free and are just using chlorine dioxide instead, which is ridiculous. Now, if you want something that's totally chlorine-free, you actually have to look for a label that's called TCF, which literally means totally chlorine-free. And these brands use peroxide or oxygen instead. So I dug deeper and I contacted companies. I cross-referenced EWG, the Environmental Working Group. I scoured internet threads, and yet most natural brands still didn't pass. But a few did stand out, like EcoBoom, Kudos, and my favorite, Kote Care. They're all completely chemical-free. They're total chlorine-free, and they don't have the wetness indicator, which by itself can be a source of hormone-disrupting toxins. And they use organic cotton. Were they pricier? Maybe a little bit, but nothing that would break the bank. And especially in our case, because we use 1, maximum 2 per day. And for the 10 and sometimes 12 hours of skin contact overnight, it's totally worth it. Still, even that wasn't the breakthrough that changed everything. Now, here's the part that sounded crazy to me. Andre literally thought this is some hippie nonsense, and so did I at first, mainly because of the name. elimination communication. It really sounds like forced potty training, strict schedules, or diaper-free hippie magic. Terrible branding. But it's none of that. It's actually about tuning into your baby's natural cues, just like hunger or tiredness, and offering a chance to go. No pressure, no rigidity. At first, I just noticed the grunting, the fidgeting before a poop. So I tried offering the potty after naps and the nursing. And just within days, I started to understand when he needed to go. No stress, just observation and trust. And the result? Fewer cloth diapers, fewer nighttime disposables. He's still never had a rash. And it's an oddly fun way to connect with the baby. And words cannot even describe how rewarding it is when your 9-month-old crawls to his potty signaling you that he needs to poop. I don't think I've ever been more proud. Where I arrived after all this research is that there is no such thing as the healthiest diaper. The answer isn't picking the perfect brand because the brand doesn't really exist. Where we finally arrived at, and the answer we arrived at, is that it's the system that we have to create. And this is the system that we created. So we use the cloth during the day, which is breathable, cost-effective, and keeps your baby rash-free. Then we use the non-toxic disposable at night, which holds more liquids when it matters the most, and elimination communication whenever it works for us, which leads to fewer diapers, better bonding, and no irritation. Following the system, I actually saved hundreds of euros, and I had fun connecting with my baby in the process. And this wasn't because I found the magic diaper, it's just because I stopped looking for one and created the system instead. So you've just cracked the diaper dilemma. No greenwashing, no rashes, no toxic overload. But what if the diapers were just the beginning? Because the same harmful chemicals we avoided here, they're hiding in your laundry detergent, cookware, and even in your store receipts. In this next video, I'll show you 5 free effortless swaps that will make your home way healthier without doing anything extreme.